We have breaking news in the wake of the FBI announcement about its investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server during her time as Secretary of State. The Attorney General's office just announcing that case is now closed and there will be no criminal charges. The Democratic presumptive nominee hoping, though, to take the attention away from herself and change that conversation. CNN's Ryan Nobles is live in Washington with more on Clinton's effort to put the pressure back on Donald Trump. Ryan.
Yeah, that's right, Ursula. And of course, not a real big surprise that the Attorney General is going to pass on filing any charges. She had said before that she was going to take the FBI's recommendation. So this is an opportunity, though, for Clinton to try and pivot and get away from all the attention that this scandal has received. And she went to Atlantic City today hoping to do exactly that. That's a place where there were many Donald Trump-owned businesses at one time. And Clinton was trying to show voters just how uneven his business record is. But even though we know now that Clinton will not face charges, her aides acknowledge that this email scandal is likely to dog her campaign going forward. It is a city that is fertile ground for Democrats, hoping to harvest easy attacks on Donald Trump's record as a businessman.
You can just make out the word Trump where it used to be written in flashy lights.
Hillary Clinton went to Atlantic City to drive home a narrative that Trump's biggest strength, his success in business, is not what it seems.
So we don't let him do to our country what he did to his businesses.
But Clinton's attempt to put Trump on the defensive is a tall order because she has still yet to answer questions about FBI Director James Comey's press conference.
Everything I did was
where he shot down several of her longtime claims about the use of a private email server while Secretary of State. The Republicans are not letting her off the hook.
I think the DNI, Clapper, should deny Hillary Clinton access to classified information during this campaign.
Even though Comey is not recommending charges, this conversation is far from over. Both Comey and Attorney General Loretta Lynch will now be called to Capitol Hill to testify on the matter. And CNN Justice correspondent Evan Perez believes there's still a lot to be learned.
Maybe Comey will give a little bit more context about how many witnesses they interview. How did the process come about? When did you decide that you were going to interview Hillary Clinton?
And while Clinton hopes to continue on with a focus on her opponent, voters will ultimately decide if that damage is too much to allow her to occupy the White House. And Trump would like to keep the conversation about the email scandal going as long as possible. And today he had planned to make a big announcement about who would be speaking at the Republican National Convention. He's decided to push that announcement off until tomorrow because he wanted today to, quote, be devoted to crooked Hillary and the rigged system under which we live. So we'll have to wait another day for that. Steve and Ursula.